people, welcome to Shalom's first cooking video. Today you'll be joining me in my small wonderful home that has so much love to share in it. So today guys, we'll be preparing what we call dumpling. So I'll be showing you guys how to make a dumpling. So the nice thing about being a South African is that we all know how to prepare dumpling, and we use our own different ways to prepare dumpling. So right now I'll be showing you the ingredients to prepare dumpling. So guys, with that said, so these are the ingredients that we'll be using to prepare dumpling. So right now the ingredients are on top of my chopping board. So the ingredients that we'll be using, firstly we'll be using Golden Star yeast. We'll be using it, and then you need a teaspoon, as you can see on my video, and then as you can look a little bit up, and then we have a bowl of sugar and a small cup of sugar. So I'll be using brown sugar. You can also use white sugar if you like to prepare dumpling. And then this is our cup filled with flour, so you can use any flour to prepare dumpling. And this is our cup again. As you can see, this cup of ours, it's empty, so we'll be using this cup to pour in water. And then this bucket that we'll be using is a 10-liter bucket. As you can see inside, I have already poured in flour. So inside here I have poured in 25 cups of flour inside here. And then on top of that, and then I have used my yeast. I have poured 3 teaspoons of yeast in this bucket. And then now the only thing that I didn't pour, it's sugar. So on the sugar part, I'll be pouring 1.5 cup of sugar. As you can see, I'm taking the sugar from the bowl, and then when it's at a half, I'll be pouring it in. Now the sugar is in, and then one thing again guys that we'll be using, and then this is our flour. I'm pouring it in also poured in some yeast, and then we'll be pouring our water now we'll be pouring our water. So guys, as you saw, I was pouring water in here. So now the sugar, the flour, the yeast and water is properly mixed now. So now the only thing that's left for me to do is to take this and put it outside so it gets some sun. So I'll be putting it outside for 1 hour to 1.5 hours. As I said, you can put it for an hour or an hour and a half, but for my sake, to be on the safe side, I'm going to put it for 1 hour 30 minutes. Guys, now we have finally went and fetched our bucket outside on top of the check. Now we have brought it inside the house. Now it's about time we see what's going on inside the dumpling bucket, right? So we left it outside so that it's gonna get boiled by the sun. So let's check it. Voila! So as you saw, that's our dough that we're gonna use to prepare dumpling. So now there are a few steps that you need to follow when you are preparing dumpling. So you need to get yourself a Tupperware. So when you get your Tupperware, one thing that you must keep in mind, make sure your Tupperware it's clean. You have washed it and you have make sure that it's clean. So because I don't have gloves to use, so I washed my hands and I made sure that my hands are clean. Because I'll be using my hands. I made sure that my hands are clean. And then from fetching the Tupperware, you need to use plastic, right? So the plastic again is the same procedure as the Tupperware. You need to make sure that your plastic is clean, right? And then after fetching your plastic, you make sure that your Tupperware is clean, your plastic is clean, and your hands are clean, right? And now you must take a little bit of cooking oil. So this is my cooking oil inside my cup. As you can see, that's cooking oil. So this cooking oil that's in there, I'm gonna use the cooking oil to apply inside the Tupperware, right? So I'm making, why am I applying the cooking oil? So that when my dumpling, it boils inside my pot, it does not stick around the Tupperware. So that's why I'll be using it. And same procedures with the plastic. I'm going to apply the cooking oil inside the plastic. So I'll be using the plastic to cover my Tupperware so that inside my dumpling I don't get water. Because if water can enter inside your dumpling won't be prepared nicely. You won't be able to enjoy it. And again, I'm going to show you, because you need a big pot. I'm going to show you the pot. So guys, this is our pot. Usually at home we buy these things, and then when we don't need them anymore or we are not using them, we put them in the storeroom, in the shack. That's our storeroom usually. So this is the pot that we'll be using to prepare our dumpling. So now I'm going to show you how do you apply oil inside your Tupperware. So remember guys, your Tupperware is supposed to be clean. So this is my cooking oil. So I'm pouring a little bit of my cooking oil inside, not too much, a little bit, because I don't want also my dumpling to have oil underneath it or oil inside it, just making sure that it does not stick in. So I'm applying. So now as I'm applying, so now I'm done applying. So now it's time for me to apply the same cooking oil in my plastic. So you're going to see again how I apply it inside the plastic. So guys, this is the inside of my plastic. I'm pouring a little bit of cooking oil again, and then I'm applying it inside the plastic. So I'm going to apply it both sides. I'm going to apply it both sides. And one thing that you need to make sure of, your plastic must not have holes in it. It must not have holes, because the water must not get a chance to enter inside your dumpling. So the plastic must not have holes in it. So guys, as I have shown you that you must apply also on the plastic. So again, now you must apply the same cooking oil to your hands. You see, I have applied it in my hands. So it's the same procedure also as me, so that the dough does not get stuck to my hand while I'm putting it inside the Tupperware. So guys, this is our dough. As you can see, my hands inside, it's mixing my dough again. You see, it gets stuck, but not as earlier than I was still mixing it. So I need to make sure it's properly mixed before I can put it inside my Tupperware. So I'm mixing it, mixing. So I'm mixing it, I'm mixing my dough. So as you see, I'm mixing my dough. Now I'm going to take my dough inside my Tupperware. So I'm taking some of it, as you can see, I'm putting inside the Tupperware. It must not get sticky, remember? I'm still moving it inside the Tupperware. I'm still putting it. So as you can see now, our dough for dumpling is inside the Tupperware. So now we are going to take the same plastic that we are using to cover our dumpling, and then now guys, as you can see, now it's ready to be put inside the pot. We are putting it inside our pot now. Okay, it's in the water now. The only thing that's left for us to do is to pour water inside the pot so that our dumpling can boil nicely and in a proper temperature. So I'll see you when it's ready to be chowed. The only thing I'll be doing, I'll be pouring water. So guys, now we are back from the cooking spot from the dumpling. So I want to show you how does the dumpling look like now. So as you can see, this is our dumpling. So we're going to open it and see what's going on inside in a couple of minutes. We're just gonna wait for it to cool down. It's still hot, I can't even touch it after 2 minutes. Okay, so guys, here's our dumpling. We are opening up and we are seeing what do we have in here. Remember we are using the plastic for water to not access the dumpling. So this is how our dumpling looks. Let's see. We're gonna open it up all. So guys, this is our dumpling. It looks like this. As you can see, it looks round, but not the way I was expecting, but it's gonna taste the way I was expecting, but does not look the way I was expecting. Now we are done with our dumpling, so I'm gonna show you how it's going to look like once we remove the Tupperware from the dumpling. So this is our dumpling, guys, and remember, your hands must be clean. Don't forget that your hands must be clean. So we're going to remove the Tupperware from our dumpling and we see how does it look like. Fingers crossed. Let's see. We turn it over, right, and then you beat it a little bit on the side, again, and on top. While we are doing that, we are making sure that when it comes out in a round shape and in a proper way, so you don't have to use a knife inside your Tupperware, because some people don't want to damage their Tupperware. I'm one of those people. I don't want to damage the Tupperware, so I'm removing. Let's hope it's amazing. So here we go, guys. Let's see. Wow, this is our dumpling then, good people. This is what we did. So guys, now we are chopping our dumpling. Let's see. Okay. It sounds proper. It sounds proper and it smells proper. I hope you can see it. So I'm slicing it in a pattern of a pie so that we are able to see what's going on inside. Right, guys? And then we remove it slowly but surely. So this is our dumpling. It looks like this. This is our dumpling. This is our 14 hours. You see it, guys? So what I can say is that our dumpling is ready. It's ready to be chowed. So guys, now we are done cutting our dumpling. So this is our dumpling. As you can see, it's me and the dumpling. You can see, guys, it's me and the dumpling. It smells nice and I'm sure it tastes nice because it's everything. So the dumpling, guys, actually you can eat dumpling for breakfast in the morning. Usually in my family, when we prepare this, we eat it for lunch or dinner or breakfast. You can eat it for dinner, lunch or breakfast. It's up to you and how you feel you like it for. And you can also use it as a dessert. You can eat it as a dessert with some sugar in it, then it's gonna taste nice. So beef stew, chicken stew, mint stew, you're still good. You can still eat. Guys, how our dumpling looks like. So now the only thing that's left for us to do is to chop our dumpling and put it in a nice Tupperware again. So guys, remember the Tupperware is clean. This will be the Tupperware that we'll be putting our dumpling in. It's just a nice blue Tupperware, and then I'll be chopping the dumpling, putting it in there so that it's stored away safely. So guys, we are cutting our dumpling. So now we are picking our dumpling. It comes in a Tupperware. I'm picking. So guys, as you can see, we packed our dumpling. This is our dumpling. It looks nice, so I'm gonna put it in a soft. So this is, we're gonna mix it. We're gonna put it in a safe place where everyone's gonna be able to access it and eat it wherever he or she feels like. So guys, thank you guys for joining Shalom and his first cooking video. See you next time when I go outside to explore other cooking recipes. Thank you, love you, and goodbye.